Hello guys, my name is Pablo and I'm really glad for being here because I have a good news for you. And this good news is that in this tutorial I'm gonna be showing you how to create a Jeopardy game, because if you're an English teacher or you're gonna be an English teacher, it is important for you to make your classes really interactive, original, and really attractive for your students. Okay, so in this time I'm gonna be showing how to create it and the basic steps you have to follow to do it. Okay, let's open PowerPoint presentation, because it's the program that we are going to be using for make the Jeopardy game. Okay, let's open it, and let me tell you something. Most of the times we teachers look for very boring materials to make a review, to make a quiz, to make a questionnaire, but a Jeopardy game can supply all those materials. It depends on your creativity, it depends on the way you look about your students' needs, and a Jeopardy game could be really helpful if you know how to manage it. Okay, so let's start. When we are in PowerPoint presentation, what we have to do first is just to select design. In this case, okay, I have selected my own design, but if you want, I'm gonna be showing you how to create it since the beginning. We select this one because I like it. Okay, and it is important to put a title of our topic if you're gonna be making a review, or if you're gonna do a quiz or something. Okay, our title is gonna be Jeopardy game for Unit 1. Okay, this is gonna be our title. But remember that I told you have to use your creativity. You can add images, you can add pictures with movements, I mean with animations or GIFs. So we have to look for an example. First you have to go to insert and look for the image you like the most. Okay, and here I select my own picture and I select this. It's an animation, it's a GIF. Okay, is a GIF. Okay, just double click and the image is in here, the GIF is in here. Okay, it's not really hard to do this Jeopardy game. You have to be patient, because if you want to have a good job, you have to be really patient. Remember. Okay, this is an image I have, and I remind you, it depends on your creativity. Okay, let's make a review about the animation. Let's see in here, presentation, and as you can see, for me, I think it is attractive. Okay, let's select another slide. It is important for you, English teacher, to design very authentic materials, very originals, very creative, and I think you are gonna be having a good time with your students at the time you are applying a test, a quiz. Okay, in the second slide, it is important to put the main part of the Jeopardy game. It is called the table of content, as I said. Okay, but you can call it whatever you want. Let's go back to insert and insert a table. We have to add columns and arrows. Okay, in this case we're gonna be selecting five columns and 5 arrows. Okay, click, and if you see in this green color arrow, we have to put a category. Our categories has to be related to the topic you're going to be teaching, or whatever you want, or the I don't know, the quizzes you're going to be interested in doing in your class. Okay, our category is going to be about, remember, the unit 1, but you can use this your part game for many purposes: for reviews, for tests, for quizzes. This case is for unit 1. Let's check. This is an example. Remember, a category. Let's put a category: animals, for example. Animals, plants, plants, countries, maybe, people, and economy. Why not? Okay, so once we have the categories, if you want to select another color of your font, you can do it. Maybe let's try with the most popular, black, right? Okay, once we have it, you can do every design. You can put it with the font you like the most, with the color you like the most. In this case, I like green color, and I think it is really good for me. I mean, the size of the words is not too big, is not too small, so I think it is right. Okay, once we have in every column we have the category, it is important to select the price, the points for everything. In my case, I'm gonna be applying from a high level of points. In this case, could be 50. Okay, 50 points. 50 points. And 60 points too for each questions. Remember that animals, plants, countries, people, and economy are the categories. 50 points, 60 points, 70 points are the points that you are gonna be choosing to respond or answer a questions. Okay, so let's do it. 60 points, 70 points, 80 points, and 90 points. It depends on your creativity. You can put it from 10 points, 100 points, 200 points, whatever you want. In my case, I'm gonna be doing like this. Okay, and to not last just a little bit, just copy and paste to each column. Okay, like this, like this. Once we have it, let's add another slide just by clicking on the last slide. Click and just press enter. Okay, type enter. Right. So we have another one. What we have to do in here, just in mind, let's go back to the table of content. Animals, this is the category. We select 50 points, but it has to be linking. Linking is a word that we use to connect this category and these special points with the question you are going to be answering later. Okay, but first we have to do a question, right? Remember, animals for 50 points. Okay, if you want, or if you prefer, just select the category and you can put the questions. Just make up a question, invent it. Okay, let's do it like this. This animal lives, this animal is the most popular in Australia. Australia or Australia, as many people know this, or just to avoid confusion, is the most popular in China, right? Like this. It has to be a question, it has to be just an affirmation, but you have to select it, okay? When we have the question, we have to put the answers, and in this part just pay attention. You can have 3 options, you can have 4 options, but the most correct is to have 4, but if you want to put only 3 options, it is good. Let's make an answer with 4 possible answers, okay, by inserting a text or a box of a text, and you keep doing in here, maybe like this. Sorry. Okay, in here. Oh, I got a problem in here. Okay, so you can say, okay, this animal is the most popular in China. You can say mouse. It's just an example, remember. If you don't want to click and put it again and again, you just have to put it like this, inciso A, or just copy like this, okay, for your 4 possible answers. Then we have inciso B like this, and the second possible answer, mouse, dog. The third possible answer could be cat, with the C option, cat, or the last one, the option, it could be the panda. Okay, what do you think it is? What do you think it is the right answer? Okay, if you think the answer is A, B, or C, it is your option. Okay, but it is important to recognize and to tell you that in here we have to be just a right answer, and the rest of the answer has to be wrong, okay, to make a linked answer with the correct one. Okay, so how can we do it? Okay, animals, 4 points. When we have it, we have to link the point we select with the questions we are gonna be responding. Okay, so let's select it, and we have to click on right click. Okay, right click, and we have to select hypervincle. We select it, and if you see, we have another screen, another box, and we have our document in here, but we have to select, we have options in here. We have to click on lugar de este documento, and immediately we have, or appears, the slides that we already did, right? We have in here, remember, Jeopardy game, for unit 1 is the first slide we have. Diapositiva 2 or slide 2 is the second one we have, is which or where we have the columns and the table of content. And the third one is these animals is the most blah 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 blah. Okay, is the question. What can we do it? Okay, if you notice, we have clicked on slide 2, 50 points, and we have to link it with the question. In this case, we have to select this animal. Okay, and if you notice in this side of the box, it appears these animals is the most popular in China. That is the questions we have to be answering later. We select it, and if you see, we are again in the table of content. But look, the 50 points are in orange color. It means that we have a link. We have a link in here. It is really linked with the questions. How can we discover this, or how can we check it out? Okay, let's go to presentation and check it. If we click in here, if you click in here, this is gonna take you to the question you are gonna be trying to answer, or your learners, your students are gonna be trying to answer. Okay, let's click it, and voila, these animals is the most popular in China. Is the same. This is the question you need to answer. Okay, in fact, we have to put scan or escape in the keyboard to select it, but we have a problem. How can we solve it? Okay, if you want to choose the possible answers, what you have to do, okay, if you think that a dog, mouse, cat, or the panda is the correct one, I don't know, maybe I'm really smart, or maybe I am really fool to answer this question. It doesn't matter. What you have to do is just to think about it. Okay, and you have to do the same. If you think that panda is the correct answer, you have to select it and have to do the same. Select it, right click on the mouse, and select another and select again hipervínculo. Okay, lugar de este documento is the next step, as we already did it, and select the second one, the second how can you say it? The answer. Okay, but we have a problem. If you notice that we don't have in here another presentation, or just presentaciones personalizadas, it means that we have to add another slide. Why? Because we need to notice, or we need to know that the panda is the correct answer, or maybe it's the wrong answer. Okay, how can we do it? Okay, click on the last slide and press or type enter. Okay, or to make our answer right or wrong, we're gonna put it in here. If the one you have selected, it is correct, okay, make an animation, put an animation, or just put in words like this. Okay, yes, you are right. Let's check it. Insert again an image, and we have to look for an animation or something like that, and we have it in here. Congratulations if you think the answer, or just to select the correct answer. Okay, yes, you're right. Okay, let's check in our presentation. And if you see, yes, you're right, congratulations, it is okay. But we have to add another one, another slide. Again, click on the last slide and press or just type enter again. And the same for your answer. Oh, sorry. You are wrong. Oops. Right? This is for your answer. The wrong answer. It depends on you, your imagination. Use your imagination. I have not an animation for this one, but you can put it. Sorry, or whatever you want. Remember, according to your imagination. Okay? And go back to the slide in which we have the answers. Okay? We have to do it first by selecting. What we have to do first is just to select the correct one to make this step easier. We select the correct one, right click on hipervínculo, and immediately we have another screen, lugar de este documento, and if we have selected the correct one, we have to choose, or we have to be linking this slide with the slide in which we have the correct answer. Panda was the answer. Yes, you're right. So we have to select the slide containing the good answer, the right answer, right? And we have to accept it. Okay, accept it. And chan 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 chan, our answer is linked. Did you notice? It is in orange color, and you don't have to have two possible you don't have to have two good answers to right questions, to right answers. So the rest of the questions, it is supposed that they are wrong. Okay, and what you have to do is select it again, right click, hypervínculo, and they have to be linking with the with the wrong answer. Okay, with the slide that you have in the wrong question, the wrong answer. Accept and right. As you can see, it is linking again. And the same with the letter A, the letter C. Okay. Link it. It is important that they have to be linked. They have to be linked. Otherwise, if you choose one of the answers, they don't have to take it. They don't have to take you to anywhere. Okay, they have to be linked with another slide. Okay, as we already said, has to be linked with the wrong answer. Notice it is changing. It is linked now. Select it. Right click, hypervínculo, lugar de este documento, and the wrong answer. Accept, and right. It is done. Okay, and you have to do the same with all the columns, with all the categories. You have to select for each point the participants or the learners are gonna be participating or playing with. You have to make a questions with the steps I have already told you. Okay, we have to do it step by step. I know it is really tedious, but if you look at the end of your participation, it's gonna be really useful for you. It's gonna be really interactive. It's gonna be very attractive for your students. So it depends on you. But we have to do another thing to make this finish. Okay, let's go to the last slide. Oh, sorry, you're wrong. Oops, is the question. But I think you are wondering, okay, what is gonna happen if I want to go back? Okay, when we have the option and it is linking again, just look at presentation again. Okay, let's check. 50 points, animal for 50 points. This animal here is the most popular in China. Okay, let's check it. We select mouse and it says, okay, oh sorry, you're wrong. Oops. It means that the wrong answer right now, it is linked with the wrong answer. Okay, but how can we go back to the table of content to select another question, or just to see if we have if we are failed? Okay, let's put escape and do it again. We have to be doing the same. You have to be linking. The linking part, it is essential in your party games, because a linking resource can take us to every slide in this document. Okay, so to make this, let's move on to the animals. Okay, we have 50 points selected. Remember, we already have the question and the possible answers, but we have selected a mouse and it was wrong. Okay, and that option take us to the wrong answer. If we want to go back from this slide to the table of content, or to the slide in which we have our question, what we have to do is the same. We have to link this slide with the other slide in which we wanna move. Okay, let's do it. You can add another form. In this case, insert a form. We select the most common one. Okay, this form, you can put it in here, and what we have to do is select, like if you were going back. Okay, click on it, right click, hipervínculo, and it takes us to lugar en este documento, and we choose the slide we want to move on. Okay, in this case we want to go back to the question. Okay, and the question is, this animal is the most blah 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 popular in China. Okay, we have to be linked with this. We accept, and let's check if it is done, if the effect, the link, it's done. Okay, let's make the presentation and let's check it. We put, or we click on this form, and it is supposed this form has to take us to the slide in the question. Okay, let's check it, and ta-da, we are here right now. Okay, let's escape, and now we are in the question slide, and we have to do the same again. Insert form, we selected form, we put it again in the place we want, and we have to do exactly the same. This animal is the most popular in China, and then we want to go back to the table of content, the table of categories. We have to select hipervínculo again, lugar en este documento, and diapositiva 2, that is the diapositiva or slide in which we have the table of categories. Okay, we select it, and if you see in here it appears the table of categories. We select it, accept, and let's check if this form takes us to the table of categories. Click on it, and wow, we are in here, and it's done, right? I remind you, we have to do step by step, and I remind you as well that it is not so hard to do it. It is really tedious, so you have to be patient. You have to put your all creativity on it to do it. You have to look on internet for images, for animations, to make it original. You can add images, for example in here you can do it, and that's it. Okay, but let's finish by saying that the other one has to be selected. Okay, and the panda, as you can see, they are linking, and that's it. This is basically what we have to do to make a Jeopardy. If at the end you want to add more information, or you have to add, just add, click on the last slide, and then another one to say, okay, thank you, I don't know, it depends on your creativity, I remind you, and that's it. This is basically what you have to do. I think it is too much information for you to explain, or maybe for me to explain every step. If you see in here, I only have explained to you the categories, one of the prices of the points, to explain the whole meaning or the whole procedure for the rest of the points, for the rest of the categories, and that's it. It's the only thing you have to do it. Okay, and let's check it how our presentation is done from the beginning right now. Okay, Jeopardy game for unit 1. We have to do it. Jeopardy game is according to your imagination, and click and let's move to the other slide, and it appears the table of content, the table of categories and points that we are going to be participating for, and we have it in here. Animals for points, the same. Remember, you have to be adding for each point that you are going to be participating for. You have to add one question. It means that we have in here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3, 4, 5. Okay, it gotta be around 25 questions, because we have 25 points to participate for. Okay, 1 question, 2 questions, 3, 4, 5 questions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions again for each one. It depends. If you want to give an easy question and answers for 5 points, you can do it. If you want to participate 60 points for a medium level question, talking about difficulties, you can do it. Okay, it is according to your purposes as an English teacher. And that's it, guys. I hope you are enjoying this Jeopardy game. Just remind you, as English teachers, we have a very strong purpose for our students to learn. It depends on your creativity most of the times, and it depends on the way we move the class. It depends on the way students are participating, interacting in the Jeopardy game, the Jeopardy presentation. It's gonna be making your classes unique, and that's it, guys. Okay, just thank you a lot, and that's it.